Shalom everybody, it's me Amir, welcome back to GoOn Berlin, and let's cut the bullshit. If you are watching this video, you are planning to visit Berlin, and like any other city in the world, also here in Berlin there are some tourist traps. In this video we are going to talk about 5 of them. The first tourist trap that I would like to talk about is Alexanderplatz. It's maybe the most famous square in Berlin, but honestly, I'm a local, I live here, and I try to avoid Alexanderplatz at any cost. It was the central square of East Berlin, so you can expect a lot of communist buildings. Historically, actually, it's quite interesting, but you don't go to Alexanderplatz because of history. Most people go to Alexanderplatz because it's a shopping place. Honestly, as a local, if I were to go shopping, I would never go to Alexanderplatz. First, it's very grey, it's very busy, and honestly, the atmosphere there is kind of cheap. If you visited Berlin already in the past and you love Alexanderplatz, please write in the comments below why, because I truly don't understand it. In my opinion, Alexanderplatz is one of the most ugliest places in Berlin. I don't like it. The second topic that I would like to talk about is food, especially Döner. Döner is the kebab that is very famous for Berlin, and there is one particular Döner place that is very famous. I will not say its name because I don't want to hurt this business, but if you will Google Döner in Berlin, it will pop up. Every time that I go there, I see a line of tens of people standing there, sometimes more than 1 hour, just to get this kebab. And to be honest, I tried it maybe 2 times because there was no line there. It's not special. It's like any other. So I really don't understand why people think it's better than others. I think it's better to actually support other places. If you are coming to Berlin and you want to experience the local cuisine, you don't need to wait in line for 1 hour to get a kebab. Trust me, you don't. I really don't understand what other bloggers tell you. Maybe they are not local, because no local person that I know will recommend about this place. Okay, so the next tourist trap that I would like to talk about is Checkpoint Charlie. Checkpoint Charlie is a very famous place, you must have heard about it, and maybe it's on your checklist, but actually I would recommend you to avoid it. Checkpoint Charlie is well known by now as a tourist trap. Checkpoint Charlie used to be a gateway between East and West Berlin. The place actually is kind of important historically, but it's not as important as some people think it was. If you really want to learn about the history, about the Cold War and East and West Berlin, I would actually recommend you not to go there, but to go to another place. It's called the Tier Palace. It's very close to the station Friedrichstraße, a very big station. It's a free museum. You can go there and you can learn everything you need to learn about East and West Berlin. Checkpoint Charlie nowadays is full with pickpocketers. The American soldier booth there is completely fake. I made a whole video about Checkpoint Charlie. If you want to check it, you're welcome. But yeah, among tour guides in Berlin, Checkpoint Charlie is kind of a joke right now. It's well known as a tourist trap, and in my opinion, you should avoid it. The next tourist trap that I would like to talk about is the nightlife of Berlin. A lot of people are coming to Berlin because of the famous nightlife, and I would not say otherwise. I think that Berlin has the best nightlife in the world. But as tourists, sometimes we don't understand the local vibe, and a lot of people are trying to go to the local places, to famous clubs like KitKat and Berghain, and they don't understand the vibe, they don't understand the local community and the local culture, and sometimes they get rejected, especially from Berghain. It's very famous that tourists are getting rejected from Berghain, so actually I would not recommend you even trying to go there. I know when I'm traveling around the world and I want to experience the local culture and the local vibe, I usually go with a friend. I never go alone, because a local friend can really show me and teach me about the culture, about what to expect, about what to do, what not to do. In places like KitKat, that's actually very important. I see a lot of tourists in KitKat that only go there to laugh about the naked people, and they don't really know how to behave, and we can smell you from miles away. And that's really annoying actually as a local person. So a tourist trap is not only for the tourists, it's also for the locals. So I would recommend you, if you want to experience the more special nightlife of Berlin, something that is very unique and local, don't go alone. If you don't have a local friend, maybe try dating apps. You will be surprised how friendly the people in Berlin are. Maybe you will find a friend like that. Or maybe you can go to a different bar that is more mainstream at the beginning, and then to find a friend there, and from there you can continue to another more local place. For example, last time I went to KitKat, there were a lot of tourists that night because it was the peak of summer and many visitors came, and the atmosphere was angry and violent, I would say. People were pushing me, people didn't respect my space, and I felt rejected as a local person. I felt like this is no longer a place that respects me. It's only for tourists. Actually, now I try to avoid KitKat and other famous places in summer. I only go there in winter because I know there will be less tourists. So please, if you are watching this video and you are coming, of course you are welcome. Yeah, everybody is welcome in Berlin. But please, please, please respect the local culture, respect the local vibe. If it's your first time, don't go alone. Go with a local friend. If you don't have a local friend, don't go. Just don't go. Forget it. Go to Matrix. Matrix is, you will have fun, trust me. Go to Matrix. Forget about KitKat, forget about Bergen, forget about the famous clubs that I don't even say their name because I don't want you to know. Go to Matrix. You will enjoy, trust me. Okay, the last tourist trap that I would like to talk about are free tours. Berlin is a very complicated city. There are a lot to see, there are a lot to learn, and taking a tour is one of the best things to experience it. And there are many companies here that offer tours, and some of them offer free tours. It's not really free, I'm doing like this because you will be asked to pay a tip for the guide. It's usually recommended to leave at least 20 euros. The guides themselves, they are being hired as freelancers and they need to pay money at the end of the month for the amount of people they guided. Now, because they publish the tours as free tours, some people don't leave a tip. And sometimes it happens that the guides need to pay more money than what they earn, actually. Seldom it happens, but it's something that you need to know, that the free tours are quality tours like any other tour in the city because the guides are very professional, but they're being employed in a very unfair situation. If for some reason you are taking a free tour, please give the guide more than 20 euros. Okay? 25 euros or even more if it's like a really good tour. Some people don't even leave any tip because they say it's a free tour, why do I need to pay now? It's a false marketing. If you go to a free tour company, please be generous. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. It really doesn't cost any money. And if you find this video interesting and informative for your vacation in Berlin, please write a comment also. I have a lot of videos about Berlin, you are welcome to check them out, and I see you all in the next one. Bye bye. It's getting there.